If the Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me. Yes, it's your girl, Yesterday Savage. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all okay. I know that during this lockdown a lot of people are going through the motions, but trust me, you will be fine. I promise you that right now. You will be fine by God's grace. God's with us all. This is trying times, but we are in it. We are in it and we are going to overcome it. I work in HR. I've been in HR for the past 8 years, and I've dealt with recruitment end to end. So literally hunting recruiters, candidates, negotiating prices, interviewing, talking to senior management, screening, all of that, all of the fun stuff. I've done it, and it's also helped me gain willful employment, and also things like when I needed to transition from one to another, I kind of gained the experience. So because I was able to do recruitment, I kind of understood what needed to be done and what kind of things to say. So I thought I should just share some of that with you guys and hopefully help someone as well. So where can I start? So during this whole furlough period, you have to understand that even like, I don't know how to say it without being rude. But let me sit back. During this lockdown, a lot of people have been furloughed, which means there is a high level of unemployment. So for companies, this is the sweet time to recruit at a cheaper rate. So they will put up a lot more job duties for a cheaper price because they know someone will take it. So to stand out, you kind of need to not set yourself too high. I know it sounds harsh, but you can't set the bar too high for yourself so you don't fall. Make it as realistic as possible. So during the whole recruitment process, even just talking to your employer, you need to know how to come about things. So I'm just going to talk about the do's and don'ts during application stage and interview stage. If you find it useful, let me know and I can talk further about other areas of recruitment. But if you don't, well, no, if you don't, keep your opinion to yourself. But before I go in, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, guys. Thank you. Oh, okay, sorry, I am liking this hair, but I don't like this hair. So I got this hair from AliExpress, but I do not like it because the ends are so thin. Ugh, this is ridiculous. This is 5 bundles. I just thought I should share. This is 5 bundles of hair, 30 inches. Boom. This is supposed to be 5 bundles. Fair enough, there's still some sitting at the back, but I'm just not happy with it. I don't like it. I was going to do a whole video about it, but right now I'm still talking to the vendor and I'm screaming at them. So when I find out more, I'll let you guys know. So back to recruitment. The first thing I would say is, no matter what job you apply for, you need to know how to sell yourself. So your CV, it can't be too long. It can't be 7 pages. I'll be so honest, I've had candidates apply and their CV was 12 pages long. I said no. That already lets me know that you're too historical, in the sense that you bounce along in different roles. You don't want that. You don't want that. I would say keep your CV maximum 2 pages. Just stick within 2 pages. Even if you can't, try your best not to go beyond 3, because the employer are not reading it. I'm going to be so honest, they don't read it that much. They just skim through, then they're out, or it's like swipe left, swipe right. What I usually do on my CV, I put a profile summary just to let them know that this is all you need to know about this CV. And that profile summary is around 5 lines, not too long. It's not, oh my god, when I was a little girl, you know, my mum used to take me to the fairyland. No, it's just, this is who I am. This is, I literally explain, and what I will say is always put it in third person, as in put your name in it. So my one literally says, Utunde has been working in HR for da 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 da. She's CIPD level 5 chartered. She's worked with big and small industries, standalone and large organizations. You need to show that you are multifaceted, and that's the most important thing. That's what recruiters look for. That's what employers look for. You need to have a good variety of experience, but don't oversell it, because that's when they feel like you may be lying. So I also put, and I always put at the end of my profile summary, looking to grow in a stable organization, to say that I'm basically looking for long-term employment with you guys, and I want to grow with you guys. A lot of employers love to hear that, because it doesn't sound like you're going to leave them within 6 months, because nobody wants you to be uprooting them every 2 minutes, because recruitment is expensive. Recruitment is very, very expensive. So they want to know that the person that they are hiring is stable. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Good. Now, when you do build your CV, I feel like you need to know how to sentence it really well. Don't be like, I learnt this, I learnt that, I went to Yonki years ago. Nobody wants to hear all of that. We don't. Literally know how to sentence your words. Go on Grammarly. Grammarly has been our best friend since it came around. Grammarly is honestly the girl. She is that woman. Go on Grammarly, type it well, do it coordinately. I'm not going to go into all of that because that's for another video, but I would say type it well. No spelling or grammar errors. I have if you know the CVs I have seen with grammar errors, you would think a 6-year-old wrote it, and it's shocking, because the person applied for a senior role. So I was just like, are you sure you applied for the right role? Because I felt like a 6-year-old wrote it. So make sure you double check it. I will always suggest, before you submit your CVs, once you're confident with it, submit it, that's fine. But at least once in a while, like maybe once every month, go back and check it again, because you can always update your CV, always update it. When you're applying for roles, try and look for some of the things that they have that they're looking for, and try and mirror it into your CV. I didn't say copy, I said mirror. So literally, if they say, oh, we're looking for someone with 6 years experience, say, I've worked in this organization for 6 years and I've grown with, do you understand where I'm coming from? So there's things that they would have in a job duties, there's things that they are looking for. That's what they're looking for. So if your CV has something completely different, they won't hire you. So I suggest you go through the job duties and try and implement some of that into your CV, or look for how your CV can intertwine with that one. So that's one point I'll always say. And again, I can't stress it enough, always go back and check it at least once every month. If you can try at least 3-4 times, that would be even better. But try and re-review your CV once a month. And when you do apply, be as blunt as you can be about your salary requirements. I say that because, just talking from my experience, there was a long time ago, I applied for a role. I told them I wanted this amount, but the recruiter said, why do you deserve that amount? And I will never forget it, because I thought, what do you mean, why do I deserve that amount that I requested for? I deserve that amount because I want that amount and I earned that amount. So when I got that, it kind of set the tone of, this is what I want and this is it. Like, I don't want an argument. Don't nudge. Don't I would say haggle, but don't put yourself too low that you will not like the job. When the recruiter told me that, I can't lie, I hung up the phone straight away, because I was like, I'm not dealing with that kind of nonsense. I'm not here to discuss why I deserve this amount. So don't ever have to feel like you have to justify yourself. Know your value, know your worth, but don't make it too unrealistic for yourself, in the sense that this is, hear why I say this. If you apply for a role that is 10k more than what you're actually doing, you need to be ready to take on that further responsibility, and you need to be very, very aware of what you're about to get into. So for example, let's say you are currently on 30,000 and you apply for a role that's 55,000. You need to understand that that £55,000 job, the requirements are a lot more intense than a 30k job. So you applying for that, you need to be ready to take on that responsibility. Don't lie, because they will catch you. Trust me, I've seen it happen too many times. Don't lie, because they will catch you. But I don't know how to say it without, don't lie. Yeah, just don't lie about, oh, I can do it, when deep down you know you can't, and you will fail. Don't do that, because the expectation is that you can do this 55k job. So one thing I will say is, be as blunt as you want to be, but be brutal with yourself. So when you're applying for the role, apply for it, but just know that this is the requirements, and if you can meet those requirements, good on you. Apply for it and don't negotiate. But if you know you can't meet those requirements, stick to something around 40,000 and then excel to the 55. And sometimes what you can do is negotiate it during recruitment as well. During interview stage, you can haggle your way through it. So tell them straight, right now I'm on this, and I know the role is this, but during probation, if I meet what you're requiring, we can then discuss the salary package and increase it to this. That's a really great way to start, because you're telling them, I know I'm that good, give me 6 months to prove you right. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So you're selling yourself, but you're not selling yourself short. So that is one aspect in terms of making sure you meet the right money that you're looking for, that will make you comfortable and not make you hate your job. One of the other things I would say is, during interview stages, be clear, be concise. Don't lie. Don't lie too much. I said it. Don't lie too much. Don't lie to the point that they will find you out. For example, we recruited one guy. He said that he has worked in a Forbes 500 company that we was really interested in. Bear in mind, this is I work for a finance company. So he said that he worked for one of the other finance companies, one of our competitors. And we were all like, really? Oh, okay, great. So come on board. We'll bring you along. We're happy to have you. 2 months into it, we were like, are you sure you work for this company? Because everything you're doing sounds like a rookie. So we were like, So we decided to we were waiting for his references to come, and his references were taking a while. So also, he was a month in. So the second month that was like, what's going on? Like, why is it taking so long for your references to come out? You've been here for a month now. You're coming to the second month. We're literally in the second month at this point. Why is your references taking so long? So we called up the company and we were like, this person, we requested a reference a while back. So where is it? Come to find out, the person never worked there. They were like, we've never heard of this person. We were like, are you sure? They were like, this is John Doe, we don't know him, so I'd suggest you take him out of your company. So we actually had to terminate him, and we were so shocked, because we were like, he looked the part, he sounded the part, but his work ethic, his actual behavior, everything about his work was not of someone that actually worked for a financial company that we were looking for. Like, we were actually really confused. We're like, how did we miss that? Literally, how did we miss that? But what I'm trying to take from that is, don't lie to yourself. So don't lie to the employers, because they will suss you out. If you know you can do the job, that's fine. If you know you can't, if you know at that moment you can't do the job, but all you need to do is research it, do your research, try and rack your brain when you get home, like, okay, how do I do this, how do I do this, so you know how to get on top of it when you do go to that employer. Do you know what I mean? So you don't lie, but if you know you can do the research, and all you need is research to be able to actually gain and understand it and do all of that, then so be it. And if you're a fast learner, good on you, that will actually help you. But if you're not, I suggest you not lie. Tell them straight. I can't lie. When it was my interview, I told them, I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to do it, but if you give me time, like give me a day or two, show me the ropes one time, I'm a quick learner. And I was so pure simple, because I did not want you to catch me out. So they were asking me, Tuna, do you know how to do it? And I literally said, this job opportunity is a great one. I will be honest with you. I know how to do this, this and this, but this one I have not done before. But if you give me the opportunity, if you show me how to do it the first time round, I'll be able to catch on. I'm a quick learner. I learn through vision. So show me that, show it to me once, and I'll know how to do it myself. And that's all I needed to say. And they were like, really? Oh, okay, great, great, great. And then from there, I learned how to do it. I do it on my own now. So it's quite easy for me to do it. It's the point that you're being honest, you're being sincere. You're not making yourself seem like you're not. It's like you're showing your vulnerability. You're showing them that you are vulnerable, but you're also eager. And that's the most important thing. Show your vulnerability, but also make sure you're able to justify your vulnerability, and also show them that actually I am vulnerable in this point, but I know how to fix it. You get? Good. Now, when it comes to interview stage, make sure you dress the part. Don't come in with trainers and some colourful weave. Best believe, you guys know I love my colour hair. I really do. I have all the beautiful colours. I've got purple. I love my colour hair. I love it. But I would never take it to an interview. My brain is in my head. It's not outside. Trust me. Use your brain. Unless it's that kind of employment where they're looking for that, knock yourself out. If not, always come in the most formal attire. I've never gone to an interview in jeans, and it never will happen. I've never gone to an interview in trainers. It shouldn't be happening. My final key point would be interview stage again. Always come at least 5 minutes early. Don't be too eager, because it lets me know that you're jobless. I'm so sorry. I know it sounds harsh, but when you're too early, like when you're 15 minutes early, that lets me know that you're jobless. I don't like that, and a lot of employers don't like that either. If you are running really, really early, I suggest you guys sit in a coffee shop. Sit there, and there is ample coffee shops to go to in the UK. This London is a coffee shop of its own. So please, there is a lot of coffee shops for you to sit at and wait. I can't stand it. So don't be too eager. Don't come too early. Be like 5 minutes early, and that's okay. So when you're 5 minutes early, that means it gives you time to sit at the reception, get your badge, come up the stairs and all of that. Great. And you're just in time for your interview. And if you are running late, which is normal, make sure you call the person and tell them, I'm so sorry, I am going to be running late, and explain why. It's human. You're human. It will happen. But justify why you are running late, and always give the option of, if you want to re-interview me, let me know. I am so sorry about that. I do apologize. If you want to rearrange, that's absolutely fine. Let me know and I will reschedule. That's all you need to do. And a lot of companies, they will appreciate that. And if they don't, they're idiots. That's the honest truth. Or they're just too bougie. Ugh. You know, some of these companies, they're just extra bougie. But trust me, that is human. You will be late, and that's fine. But the thing is here, one thing I'll say is, if you're more than 10 minutes late, dead it. If you are running more than 10 minutes late, dead that interview. Call them up, tell them straight, yeah, I'm not going to be able to, I'm running late. There wasn't a family emergency or something happened, and literally just take it as that, take the L. I'll give you an example. One guy that I screened, I telephone interviewed him. He was exceptional. He had all the qualities that we were looking for, and he was looking for stability. We just loved him. The senior managers absolutely loved his CV. They were like, Tunde, thank you so much. Your commission is going to be on point. I was like, oh, thank you. I was just like, yes. Now it's just final stage interview, which is face to face, because we loved him that much. That's when I say they loved him to the core, because usually it's phone interview, then two face interviews, and a competency based interview. So the final stage is competency based, and you get to speak to senior management. But for this guy, they were making that exception, especially because time was running up, so they literally loved him. day of the interview, he said that he was making his way. He was 5 minutes late. He never called, never explained himself. 10 minutes comes by, he didn't call, he didn't do anything. I called him, he didn't pick up. 15 minutes later, I called again saying, are you still coming? And he was like, yeah, I'm coming, just me. You're 15 minutes late, so I don't know if they'll be able to interview you. You're 15 minutes late, so I don't know if they want to interview you, but I can ask. But you're 15 minutes late with no actual reason. Then he must have been giving me sass. He was like, okay, if you don't want to, you don't have to, but I'm already at the door. And I was just like, motherfucker, you're not talking to me. What? I said, yesterday, is he about to take you out of your element? You know, say it, when we're at work, we're like the shirts, you know? So I was thinking yesterday, are you really about to do your own thing now? I was like, what the hell? Who's he talking to? So he must have been like, oh, I'm at the door anyway, so if you want to open the door, let your receptionist let me know. So he must have been like, I'm at the door anyway, so I'll be coming up. And I must have been thinking, okay, don't be rude, don't be rude. So I told the senior managers that he's actually late, and I couldn't even find an excuse. They were like, Itune, we don't even want to interview him. I was like, I completely understand. And he was given mad attitude. So when he came up the lift, he came in, no word of a lie. His shirt was unbuttoned all the way up to here. He was wearing really like 3 sizes too big jeans and with a belt. Then his trainers, he was wearing Vans that were really dirty, like, you know, those kind of dirty grungy Vans. And he didn't come with his CV, he didn't come with anything on. He looked a mess. And he smelled of heavy weed. I wish I was joking. And now that I think about it, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like he was on spice. I feel like the weed he was smoking was laced with crack, because he must have been on it, because I don't know who he thought he was talking to. It makes sense, it just makes sense. He now came in brazen attitude, and he was talking to senior management, and senior management are like, we're not interviewing you. So I must have told him, you can go home, because literally there is no interview. And he left. He smashed our vase on the floor. He tipped it over on purpose. He was just being a prick. So one thing I would say is, don't bring attitude. Don't be late and don't bring attitude. All the attitude that you have in your house, leave it where it is in your house. When you're outside, you behave yourself. When you're coming to an interview, you behave yourself, because everything you're doing, they're watching you with hawk eyes. They are watching you. So you have to be very professional, and make sure you dress the part as well. If you like, I'm just gonna be so honest, make sure you appearance is really important. So always dress the part, look your best, always come swagged on, and don't demean yourself, don't slouch, don't be like sitting out like, or you know, so my name is, no, you come in and say, okay, yeah, so my name is this, I can't do this, I can do this, this is my weakness, but this is how I'm able to fix my weakness. And always come with confidence. Even if I don't get the job, that's fine. But one thing I would say is, even if you don't get the job, always come in with the reasons. Like, come in with acceptance. Just be like, okay, that's fine, but can you explain to me why I didn't get it, so that I know what to do for my next interview. And I feel like that will definitely set you on top of everyone else. That will set the bar for you personally. I hope this video has been able to help. Let me know, give me a thumbs up and keep your comments on below, you know, do all of the lovely stuff. And don't forget to subscribe and share. And if you guys would like to hear, what you want to hear more about this, let me know. I don't mind posting. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Au revoir. Mwah. Au revoir, mes amis. I'm about to dad. Coming looking scrappy, like scrappy. Interviewing. I was just like, okay, let me start again.
Log in your left eye. Give me space, I've been trying to live my best life. It's mad, I wanna smash down the Lola. She's